A jug of plain white vinegar costs less than a coffee, and there was a stretch of the 20th century when it did more for a car than half the products lining today's auto parts aisle. Not because it was magic, because acetic acid is genuinely good at one specific job: breaking down rust, mineral scale, and grime. And somebody figured out that one job shows up in a dozen different places on a car. That's the whole secret. There isn't a hidden formula. There's just a mismatch between what people assume they need to buy and what a $2 bottle can actually do. Here's the problem most car owners run into without realizing it. Rust doesn't show up as a disaster. It shows up as a freckle, a speck of orange under a wheel well, a little bloom on a bolt head, a chalky ring where road salt sat all winter. By the time it's obvious, it's already expensive. A seized bolt that could have been soaked loose gets drilled out instead, turning a 10-minute job into an afternoon. A radiator that could have had its scale dissolved early gets replaced outright. Meanwhile, the parts store sells you a separate bottle for each symptom: rust remover, scale remover, glass cleaner, mildew spray, adhesive remover, each one solving a problem that a single jug of vinegar was already built to solve. Buy them all, and you're well past $50 for what used to cost pocket change. That's not a conspiracy. It's just how retail works. Specialization sells better than a jug that does 40 things, so the 40 things got split into 40 products. Nobody's hiding the chemistry. It's printed on the label of every bottle if you bother to read the ingredients. What got lost wasn't the knowledge. It was the habit of using one cheap, understood ingredient instead of reaching for a new bottle every time. Vinegar's usefulness on a car isn't folklore, it's straightforward chemistry. Rust, iron oxide, is mildly alkaline in behavior when it comes to acid attack, and acetic acid, even at the 5% concentration you buy at the grocery store, slowly dissolves the bond between rust and the metal underneath it, without being harsh enough to eat into good, solid steel the way a stronger acid would. That's why a soak works instead of a scrub. Give it time and the acid does the work your wrench can't. The same mild acidity cuts through the calcium and mineral deposits that hard water leaves on glass and chrome, breaks down some adhesives enough to lift old stickers without gouging the paint, and creates an environment mold and mildew don't tolerate well, which is why a cup of it left in a closed-up car overnight can take a musty smell down several notches. One mechanism, a handful of applications. Where it actually earns its keep is in the small, unglamorous jobs that add up. A rust-frozen bolt, the kind that shears off if you lean on it with a wrench, will often back out clean after a soak of a few hours to overnight, because the acid works into the threads and breaks down the rust-bridging metal to metal. The same trick applies to seized exhaust studs, which are notorious for snapping and turning a simple repair into a drilling job in a tight, awkward space. A pan of vinegar left overnight will bring rust-covered hand tools back to a usable shine, provided you dry and lightly oil them afterward so the rust doesn't just return. Wiped over glass and chrome, a diluted vinegar solution cuts through the hazy mineral film that plain water spreads around rather than removes. The streaks you keep rewiping aren't dirt, they're mineral deposits, and soap alone won't touch them. On carpet or trunk liner that's gone musty from a leak, a vinegar solution sponged in and allowed to dry addresses the mildew at the source, instead of masking it with a scent spray that wears off in a day. Even something as simple as a light salt haze left on paint after a winter of driving on treated roads can be cut with a weak vinegar rinse before a proper wash and wax, because that dull film is exactly the kind of moisture-holding residue that keeps metal damp longer than it should be. There are limits, and it's worth being upfront about them. Vinegar is not a substitute for a real cooling system flush using a manufacturer-approved coolant mix. Prolonged or concentrated exposure to acid isn't kind to rubber hoses, some gaskets, or aluminum components. So if you're using it at all in that context, it's for loosening light scale on a removed part in isolation, not pouring it through an assembled system and running the engine. It's not a frost-proofing method either. A vinegar water mist on glass can modestly slow ice formation on a cold night because it lowers the freezing point a little, but it won't hold off a hard freeze indefinitely, and scraping is still sometimes the honest answer. And none of this replaces catching rust early. Vinegar dissolves surface rust and light to moderate corrosion. It will not rebuild metal that's already rusted through, and a bolt or panel that's structurally compromised needs replacement, not a soak. The actual habit worth taking from any of this isn't the vinegar itself. It's the discipline of checking the same handful of places a car rusts first. Rocker panels, the lower edges of fenders and wheel wells, the seams where body panels meet, the lip of the trunk and hood, and the little drain holes at the bottom of each door that are supposed to let trapped water out but get clogged with dirt instead. Road salt, which the American Automobile Association's 2017 corrosion study estimated costs U.S. drivers in the neighborhood of $3 billion a year in rust-related repairs, brake lines, exhaust systems, fuel tanks, and body panels among them, does its damage slowly and quietly in exactly those spots, long before it's visible from a normal glance at the car. A 5-minute walk around once a week, wiping a fresh speck of rust the day it appears instead of the month after, catching a chalky salt ring on the carpet before it works into the floor pan, does more for a car's long-term survival than any single product on a shelf. None of this is about nostalgia for cheaper products. It's about recognizing that a lot of what gets sold to you as a specialized solution is really a repackaged version of a simple chemical process you can understand yourself. And once you understand it, you stop needing to buy a new bottle for every new symptom. The steel on a modern car rusts by the same chemistry it did 70 years ago. The salt on the road works the same way it always has. What actually changes the outcome isn't a product at all. It's whether someone bothers to look, catch it early, and deal with it while it's still just a freckle. This has been Hidden Fix Lab.